Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jackson looking to throw right away. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Jackson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. The Steelers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's 3rd and 6. Again, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Richardson off the play fake. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Lions first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess it.
And got his man complete. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Bring it. Check.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 97 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. 31 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Go ahead.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Buffalo 18, Mustang 19.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Over the middle, Dorsett. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now it's Gibbs, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to keep it running right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
3rd down and 13. Now it's Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Come on. 18 runners. 18 runners.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Dorsett making the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
First down, Lions.
Dragon 60.
Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go, let's go.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was taken down by Damone Clark.
Richardson looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Detroit.
Hey, check that. Street.
And Gibbs has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson, options out left. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
19 Lions. Ready.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Lions First down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 65 catch, 70 line.
Off play action. Richardson. Complete to Dorsett. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Now Richardson back to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Kalijah Kancey able to record his 5th sack of the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now run by Gibbs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Patterson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. A nice little juke. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Willis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jackson. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stewart. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Fryermuth. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw is Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Patterson now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 10.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Gibbs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 163 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
First down, Detroit.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.